pre-order.
I'm gonna hold until item 27, if that's okay.
I can't hear you.
I'm gonna hold until item 27, if that's all right.
She's not hold until item 27.
That's up to you if you want to let people speak at the agenda item or require them to speak at the
Then you can, Debbie.
Since I'm on the agenda, I plan on bringing her up.
You can, Debbie. If you can, then you can. Sue Butler Carter.
I am Judge Commissioner. I'm here today without charts and graphs and photos because I think I can summarize, my four concerns.
We can't hear you, Sue. Can't hear you.
My first thought is that I don't like to say newbies, but the two new commissioners and the judge. During the campaign, I never heard anyone promoting or speaking or running your campaign on canceling the plans for the restoration of the courthouse. So many of us, supported you all and we voted for you, and we never thought that you were against restoration of the courthouse. And I have to say that if you vote to cancel phase 1, item number 27, that's a death sentence for our courthouse. Delaying phase 1 will jeopardize our grant. The courthouse is under stress, and it will become more expensive to repair the longer we wait. As I hear about the ag building, we could have put a new roof on it 2 or 3 years earlier, and we would still have that building. But to save money that we could have spent on the roof, we did nothing, and then that building was ruined because we didn't put the roof on it. And we can't wait. Deterioration happens daily, and if we could see behind these walls, I'm sure we would be even more concerned. So we can't really postpone phase 1. Now, I know you are very interested, and you did campaign on saving taxpayer dollars and spending them efficiently and responsibly. And I can tell you that the courthouse today is 14,000 square feet. The wings are 4,000. We remove the wings, as has been recommended by architects and structural engineers for the last 10 years. We take those wings off. You have a 10,000 square foot building. Now, without doing a lot of charts, I can say, without a doubt, it's less expensive to maintain and repair a 10,000 square foot building than a 14,000 square foot building. So I would suggest that the sooner we get the wings off, and that plan is underway, we have a schedule. As soon as the annex is finished, we move our county offices into the annex, and then with this building empty, we can take care of it. We can repair it, we can do what's needed so that it will last another 100 years. But the wings have to be removed, and we can move forward. If I thought we needed the square footage for the wings, and it was worth all the extra money, it would cost a lot of extra money to keep those wings on. Well, maybe it would be worth it. But we have a 27,000 square foot annex that is providing us much needed space. Granted, we do not like the way it looks, but from a functional standpoint, it is serving a purpose, and we can make the best of that. When people get moved in, I predict you will hear them say that this is an efficient office, and they're glad to be there, and they're glad to know that our courthouse is being repaired and preserved. And I don't know. But just one thing to say very quickly, we are not broke. You can look at your sales tax, and at the end of this fiscal year, we are going to collect $2 million more than we anticipated. We estimated $800,000 in sales tax will come in this fiscal year. In October, and I will be here to look at that figure, I predict instead of $800,000, it's going to be $2,800,000. So we're going to have money to spend. We are going to have money to spend appropriately, and I know y'all will do that. Thank you very much.
seconds. As far as the wings being taken off, I understand, it's my understanding that if we don't do that, it's going to almost eliminate any chance we have of getting a grant to fix the original courthouse. Okay? If you don't buy a lottery ticket, you can't win the lottery. If we don't take the wings off, we can't get the grant. So that's my 2 cents worth. I like it.
Just for future's sake, and Sean, you're not in trouble, but please, let's get this all out at once, because if not, we have everybody wanting to do it. And we'll be here for forever. Hugh Ruckman.
First of all, I want to thank the court for allowing us all to speak this evening. For starters, I'm going to violate one of my favorite sayings, which is rule number 1. When you're dealing with the government, don't confuse the issue with facts and logic. Put it out of your mind. First of all, it's a problem with the courthouse. We can all agree on that. Second, experts have determined the wing needs to come off to solve the problem. Third, the State Historical Commission agreed with this determination and has 2/3 of the money set aside for this, and the other third is in the current county budget. It's only logical that we have to do something, and it's never going to be any cheaper than it is right now. I think it's highly illogical and would be physically irresponsible to fumble around and lose this grant money. Obviously, the annex isn't ready now, and the courthouse occupants can't move next week or next month. But I'm sure the court can solve this problem by working together and communicating in a reasonable way directly with the architects, and contractors, and state agencies, and whatever other attorneys may be involved with this. Whether you want to see the courthouse restored to its original condition, you want to save the whole thing, including the wing, or bulldoze it down, doesn't really matter. Okay, the fact is we need to move forward and face facts like they are today. Of course, there's no question about it, we need better roads, we need a better jail, we need better pay for our county employees. After getting a speeding ticket yesterday, I'm not sure about more than that. But we need to fix the courthouse too. Okay, I don't think anything and nothing in life obviously is guaranteed. Okay, but hope is on the horizon. All you have to do is look around at night and see the oil flares and the lights, and no question, better times are coming. But again, we've got to do something. And it's never going to be any cheaper, and we only have to pay 1/3 of the cost. But I think most important, if we fumble this deal, I'm afraid it's going to have much broader ramifications for years to come for Karnes County than just historical commission grievance. Truly, our reputation is on the line, and I know that y'all are going to do your best to work it out. I appreciate it.
Rose.
Well, again, I'm kind of with everybody else, and I'm really glad. Well, first of all, I'm really glad everybody's here because it does show support whether you're on one side or the other of the fence. At least you're supporting our county, which is an amazing thing. What I truly had wanted to get up here last week, I got up and I talked about, I am for restoring this courthouse. At the end of our meeting last week, something was said that just, it was like somebody slapped me. And it was a comment that was made that if we don't go through with this, we have this gentleman that we've signed a contract with and he can sue us. True, he can. And the comment was made, well, who's going to represent us? I believe that was Mr. Hummel. And it came back that, well, the county attorney had said, we'll have to hire a team of attorneys. That word team of attorneys just freaked me out, because I'm sorry. I know they make about $500 an hour, and this thing could be tied up in court for over, 2 to 5 years, if that. This was something, it's a little too, it's too little too late. We should have already thought about all that stuff. But when I hear my county attorney saying I can't do this job without a team of attorneys, that concerns me. Seems like we've always had some kind of an issue with whether or not our county attorney can represent our county. That bothers me. And I'm sorry, Mr. Busman, I don't know you, and you're probably a great guy, because I really don't know you. But to think that we would have to hire outside people to do the job that we've elected you for concerns me greatly. Okay, the other thing is this, is one of my favorite sayings is the definition of insanity, and it was by Albert Einstein. If you all, and what it states is this: if you always do the same thing over and over, right? You do the same thing, you get the same results. We have been a reactive community from day one. We need to quit being reactive and become proactive. And being proactive means preserving what we have, fixing what we have. This is my courthouse. These are my public officials. He's my public official. They represent us. We are their boss. Okay? That's what we need to do, is to stand up and start taking a stand. And until we do that, we will always be where we're at, the definition of insanity. That is crazy. A little lady told me one time, she said, Connie, if you don't want to be a doormat, get your rear end up off the floor. And that's what's truly important. We don't need to be doormats to anybody. We put these people in power, and you have to believe in who is in your county commissioners, who's your judge, who are these people. But until we start acting as a unified community, we will always have the same issues that we've always done. So please, my thing is this: this courthouse is our heritage. We need this. The grant money is there. If this kind of stuff was going to be brought up, it should have been brought up way before we signed all those documents. We are now tied to that, and I do not want to spend one single solitary dollar of our taxpayers' money to go to pay a team of attorneys to do the job that our elected attorney was set up to do. And that's all I have.